Al Green.
Okay.
I'm so in love with you. Oh, whatever you want to do.
Shut the fuck up! Hey! What, Tony?
It's all right with me. Cause you.
Oh, thank you.
Do you need to leave? No, bitch.
Greetings. Welcome to Kai and Y7. There's a lot going on. Hope all is well with everyone and welcome. If you're new or if you're returning, it's appreciated. Hope to see y'all back. I had to chime in on this breaking news that's going on in America. So, two things I want to talk about too. The sun has a butterfly spot on it, so I want to talk about that. That'll be some of the astronomy for my channel. And also, the breaking news today was the person that, the suspect in the slaying of Charlie Kirk at Utah University was arraigned today, and they did go through with pursuing the death penalty for him. But also, which was wild, yes, Ivar the cat, this is crazy. There's a lot going on. Also, the guy that I told you I was yelling, the old guy at the Utah incident and everything, he ends up being a pedophile. So I pulled his file. So we're going to look at that because I want to see what else he's done had prior. He better not have already been on the offender list. So we're going to look at that and get into that right now. I'm going to show the news clipping of where I'm even getting this information from, with the guy that was trying to distract the police to make it seem like he's the one that did the shooting, and it really was the other guy, Tyler Robinson. So I'm going to get to that right now. And thanks for coming through, as always.
How dare you! How dare you! How dare you!
In the chaotic first few moments following Charlie Kirk's assassination, an older bald white man, handcuffed by cops, seemed to be the prime suspect. Now authorities have revealed that while he wasn't guilty of killing Kirk, he is being charged with something that will turn your stomach. In a sickening news release, the Utah County Sheriff's Office said that 71-year-old George Zinn has been charged with 4 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, after investigators found over 20 images of kids as young as 5 years old on his phone, in which they appeared at least partially naked and in sexual poses. The agency went on to say that Zinn had admitted that he gets sexual gratification from viewing and sharing child pornography with others, and that his preferred victim age is 5 to 12 years old. Zinn captured the attention of authorities on September 10th when Charlie Kirk was fatally shot in front of a crowd at Utah Valley University. According to Utah's Fox 13, court records revealed that Zinn falsely confessed to murdering Kirk by yelling at cops, "I shot him, now shoot me." Zinn later claimed that he was attempting to distract the police from the real shooter. There is no current evidence that Zinn and suspect Tyler Robinson had any connection or were working together on this scheme. In the immediate aftermath of the assassination, Zinn's image spread across the internet, with many believing he was the one who pulled the trigger. Before the shooting, Zinn was already known to authorities. According to Salt Lake City County District Attorney Sim Gill, the political troll is infamous for being a gadfly who attends many political events and is almost always thrown out for his odd behavior. Zinn has racked up a number of trespassing arrests at events like film festivals, protests, and political rallies. Most ominously, he spent a year in the can in 2013 for threatening to bomb the Salt Lake City Marathon, according to reports. Police are now saying his false confession delayed the investigation into Kirk's killing and needlessly took up law enforcement resources at a critical juncture in the probe. For that, he has already been charged with a second-degree felony of obstruction of justice, on top of the latest stomach-turning charges of child exploitation.
Where am I at? All right, so you just seen right there. That's the guy that was yelling, saying, "Oh, it was me that did it," blah blah blah. So they grabbed him. This is why Kash Patel, who is now the leader of the FBI, this is why he's getting backlash, because he hurried up and said, "Hey, we got the guy, we got him." It wasn't. It was in fact this old geezer that want to be that's a whole pedophile out here. Like, what is going on? He wanted attention, right? So now he got it. So, like I said, I was looking into his files, and I didn't open any of them yet. I was like, I'm gonna look at them with y'all. So also this person here, but I don't know. I want to look into his family too. Let's see what else he has in here. This looks like the most recent. Then there's some that are further back. Theft of services. He had a fine. This was out of Davis County. So his middle name or his surname is Hodgson. George Hodgson Zinn. This is him. Lengthy. You see all these mug shots? These are all different crimes. If they're from the same crime, then that's when you're on the sex offender registry. So it looks like so far that was a different crime. This one right here is what was he sentenced for? I have to pull it up. The code should be in there. We can look that up too. This is wild. This, like, now he wanted all this attention, so now he's got it. I appreciate y'all coming through. It's over 300 people, 7 likes. I like the number 7. I'm Kind Y7. Welcome, but y'all could interact. It's an open chat room. I invite other thoughts, which is something I never thought I'd do, but I do. I have my own thoughts, but I invite y'all's too. So then there's 2 more. So let's click on this one. Thanks for subscribing. I can't see who it is. Hold on. Brandon B. Hi, B. Thanks for subscribing. You won't regret it. Did I click on it? All right, this one. This is the other one. Doesn't he look so thrilled and happy? This is the guy that wanted everybody's attention. This is the guy that jumped in front of the police saying, "Shoot me, I did it. I shot." He said he shot Charlie Kirk to shoot him. He's got a death wish. Now we know why. Now we know why he wants to end it all. He's battling with demons. This has nothing to do with politics. So I put in there also LGBTQ is losing because Tyler's part of that community. We're finding a lot of people within this community, they are extremely violent. Extremely violent. Why? My theory is because of the demons. They are battling demons, and the demons that they are battling start spilling onto other people around them if it's allowed. You're not seeing happy-go-lucky people just saying, you know what, I've had enough of this person, I'm going to air them out. It's always somebody that's hidden, that's got these secrets, that's got these demons inside of them and things like that that are causing these things to happen. Please don't spam or just time you out. That's ridiculous. We all grown here, right? So please don't start. Let's go back to the other one. And this isn't about hate. This is about the truth. So I'll show some stats too to back up everything I'm saying. So it's all good. Kayla Nicole, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. So like I said, we have to stop feeling like speaking facts is speaking hatred. It's not hatred when you're speaking facts, but it's also about how you're presenting them. I don't have any hate in my body, but I don't fill it with no lies. I don't allow America. I don't allow people. I don't like friends. I don't let family or anybody hinder me from the truth. So if that's something you're into, you're going to find it on my channel. I have a unique way of looking at things too. So I'm just different and I enjoy that, but I'm honest. He was arrested here offering to place bombs at Salt Lake City, reports say, at a Salt Lake City marathon. So if you see this cat right here, he's all about chaos. He likes to go to public events. He wants to ruin everybody else's day in their life because his is in shambles. People that have these problems have to get help because guess what? Even when they try to get help, it's still a battle every day when people are pedophile or predators. Let me explain the difference because there is a difference. And I can't stand when people run with these titles and it's not correct. This man you're looking at is a pedophile. I put for short pedo. Pedals are people that enjoy or get a gratification, you know what I'm saying, like sexually, by looking at or doing other things with infants. We're talking newborn up to around 12. You aged out before 12. They stop around that time because females will start to menstruate soon. So they like to groom and they like to get in there with the babies, seriously, toddlers, all of that. That's for that title. Any other ones, they're considered a predator. Even if it's still an underage minor, it's a predator. So it's really based on the age of who they really are after. So that's where this man fits in. They said they found so many images and things like that on his phone. So that's right on his device. He wanted all this attention. So now he got it. He wanted all that attention to even claim that he killed another man in front of the world. He was proud to lie about that. These are demons. Ain't nothing normal about it. This is not politics. Some of it is, but I'm telling you, like I've said many times before, it's a spiritual warfare going on. So I'm wondering whose side are y'all on? You got to get right. You have to get right. It's not, but it's demons out here. I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, let me do what I gotta do with yours. Let me time this person out. All right, thank you. So all right, so then I'm gonna show this other one that I have with basically the update on the text messages that were passed back and forth between the actual suspect and his lover. Now, of course, this falls on the heels of Tyler's dad coming out saying, oh, his son isn't gay. And even when he said that, I was just like, you can't really speak for someone else. Even if somebody tells me, oh, that's not somebody's lifestyle, I'm not going to listen to you. Too many people are hiding who they really are. So why listen to someone else? I'd rather listen to the person. And if they lie, then they just going to be a liar. Hello, Mary Jo. Thanks for subscribing. We like to know the truth. You got to want to know the truth, y'all. Like, things don't change because we don't want to accept the truth. It's not going to change the truth. It stays the same. So let's show this.
The declaration from Utah's governor after a suspect accused of killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk is taken into custody.
The FBI says the arrest happened some 33 hours after the assassination. Here's how it all unfolded. The suspect was identified as 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. Robinson's father recognized his son from the photos released of the shooting suspect. He urged his son to turn himself in. Robinson initially said no, but changed his mind. He was taken into custody and later booked on murder charges. Investigators are now digging into his background and a possible motive for the shooting. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell is live in Orem, Utah, with more on the details of the arrest. Josh?
Colleen and Giovanna, those here in Orem, Utah, they are relieved that Charlie Kirk's shooter is now in custody. But we are learning a lot about the 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. He is a resident of Washington County, Utah. For reference, that is near Zion National Park. That's a 4-hour drive from where we are at the scene of the shooting at Utah Valley University.
We got him.
Charlie Kirk's alleged shooter in custody, thanks to the help of his own father, who recognized Tyler Robinson in the photos posted by the FBI. Thursday night, Robinson's father called a youth pastor who is also a U.S. Marshals Task Force officer. The officer advised the suspect's father to have Robinson stay in place, and by 10 at night, Robinson was arrested.
Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th. And in that conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had.
The investigation also revealed Robinson arrived at Utah Valley University at 8:29 the morning of Charlie Kirk's event, hours before it started. His vehicle observed on campus. Also, investigators say Robinson changed outfits while in Orem, Utah, and later messaged his roommate on the widely popular online platform
All right. If anybody wants to challenge, let me know. You don't got to just stay in the chat trying to talk out the side of your mouth. I'm always ready. When you're asleep, I'm still up, ready. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, from the land that never sleeps. All right, from New York to Africa. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. We don't need a degree to know about life. And I do have degrees, but you don't need a degree to know where you stand with your morals. We don't need a degree to know what's politics, what's not, and to know how we fit in with politics. We all have our own ideologies. No one's going to make me belong to any group. If it's a group, it's going to be a damn good group. And I don't know too many. If y'all know some, let me know in the chat. I don't know too many. People out here fake. People are out here very independent. Nobody really supports each other. It's nonsense. I don't need a degree for any of it.
Court, asking him to retrieve the weapon used in the shooting. A former classmate of Robinson said they were stunned to hear he may have carried out the attack and never heard him express hate or malice towards others.
Utah is usually known as a safe state, but now I don't think that's going to be the connotation anymore, and it's pretty sad.
I absolutely believe that this is a watershed in American history, yes. The question is what kind of watershed? And that chapter remains to be written. Is this the end of a dark chapter in our history or the beginning of a darker chapter in our history?
Supporters of Charlie Kirk continue to come to UVU's campus to pay their respects and remember the conservative activist.
He had a really big influence on me, just being able to accept and be able to talk to people. I don't agree with him at all anymore, basically, but he still had a really big influence on the way that I kind of approach talking to people around politics.
Now, video appearing to show Tyler Robinson in the moments after the shooting show him walking with a limp. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News that rifle, he was hiding that rifle underneath his clothes, which they believe is why he had a limp. Colleen and Giovanna.
How dare you! How dare you! How dare you!
In the chaotic first few moments following Charlie Kirk's assassination, an older bald white man, handcuffed by cops, seemed to be the prime suspect. Now authorities have revealed that while he wasn't guilty of killing Kirk, he is being charged with something that will turn your stomach. In a sickening news release, the Utah County Sheriff's Office said that 71-year-old George Zinn has been charged with 4 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, after investigators found over 20 images of kids as young as 5 years old on his phone, in which they appeared at least partially naked and in sexual poses. The agency went on to say that Zinn had admitted that he gets sexual gratification from viewing and sharing child pornography with others, and that his preferred victim age is 5 to 12 years old. Zinn captured the attention of authorities on September 10th when Charlie Kirk was fatally shot in front of a crowd at Utah Valley University. According to Utah's Fox 13, court records revealed that Zinn falsely confessed to murdering Kirk by yelling at cops, "I shot him, now shoot me." Zinn later claimed that he was attempting to distract the police from the real shooter. There is no current evidence that Zinn and suspect Tyler Robinson had any connection or were working together on this scheme. In the immediate aftermath of the assassination, Zinn's image spread across the internet, with many believing he was the one who pulled the trigger. Before the shooting, Zinn was already known to authorities. According to Salt Lake City County District Attorney Sim Gill, the political troll is infamous for being a gadfly who attends many political events and is.
See, that's what I was saying. He attends many political events. I still don't know if they had any ties with each other. So that's still going to be a question, whether or not they work together. Just because this man just jumped out like that and wanted to be a distraction, which was very strange. Thanks for the 2 new subscribers too. I appreciate it. The people in there, consider subscribing. I have good content here. The like button helps. It was over 500 people. Sometimes people keep swiping, but if you stay for a little while, you see I do graphics, I do different things, and I come with different talking points and show many receipts on things. So, if you feel the need, to want to do that, that helps. I'm trying to be nicer about it. Sometimes I start going off on people because of just, I don't know what y'all be, I don't know. All right, let's continue. And then I have I wanted to share something about Kash Patel and Cory Booker.
almost always thrown out for his odd behavior. Zinn has racked up a number of trespassing arrests at events like film festivals, protests, and political rallies. Most ominously, he spent a year in the can in 2013 for threatening to bomb the Salt Lake City Marathon, according to reports. Police are now saying his false confession delayed the investigation into Kirk's killing and needlessly took up law enforcement resources at a critical juncture in the probe. For that, he has already been charged with a second-degree felony of obstruction of justice, on top of the latest stomach-turning charges of child exploitation.
So, like I said, I just showed, yes, Ivar, this is crazy, right? I showed, where my boy at? I showed part of his rap sheet. I'll just do it one more time. None of it said anything to do with sex offenses. So he's known for other things, but now he's known for that. These are all his multiple mugshots over the years. This is the one that yelled out, he did it, blah, blah, blah. His name is George Zinn. All of these are him. All of these are him. All of this is him. Thanks, Tay Swizzle. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for other people that are subscribed too. You're just a private subscriber, so I can't see you. Private dancer. I can't see you. All right. So, oh, my bad. Y'all didn't even say nothing. All right. One last go through. These are all the mugshots. These are all over different periods of time, but all from Utah. So now he can add being on the sex offender registry. He can add that on there too. When we get that, I should blast this on there too. So that's what we have for that. Kash Patel had got a lot of heat because he said that they got the guy. They thought it was him at first. It wasn't. Over 700 people in here. So the algorithms must be doing something lovely. But I know y'all, some of y'all just so weird about stuff. I'm weird too, but I don't know. Y'all weird don't match mine. So I'm just showing y'all this because we just found out just maybe an hour ago that they went through his phone. Found all these images with CP, which is short for child porn. So sometimes I'll just say CP. A lot of CP on his phone. A lot of people that have these in their phones, they're traders. They trade these type of images and videos. They do it on Telegram a lot. They do it on some other ones too. And I only know this because of great predator catchers that are right here on youtube.com. You got people like Skeeter Jean, people like Alex, Gideon, Colorado Pred Patrol, run by Tommy. This is how they educate us too. And these aren't one-time things. They'll have terabytes of these images and videos. They'll have so much on there until they're finally caught. So a lot of times, too, the point I want to make is they're abused victims closest to them. They're usually not strangers, their family, their friends. So it's something that you just have to be extremely careful about. So this won't be the last we hear about him. He wanted all that attention. Now he has it now. He has it now. Now I wanted to switch over to the thing that happened just earlier today. There was a little back and forth with Kash Patel since I did bring him up.
Stephen Miller.
Frequently on our Homeland Security task forces.
You frequently talk with Stephen Miller about subjects other than Homeland Security task force issues, correct?
I frequently talk to Mr. Miller about Homeland Security task forces.
Has Stephen Miller ever given you his opinions on how to run your agency?
Mr. Miller's interagency operations are invaluable to the FBI. That's what we talk about.
So you frequently discuss your job and your responsibilities with Stephen Miller and Pam Bondi, I imagine, as well.
Absolutely. She's the Attorney General.
Understood. Okay. Donald Trump promised to make us all safer. You have pushed out senior FBI agents with decades of knowledge and experience. In fact, this is the first time in FBI history that neither the director nor the deputy director have any experience with the FBI. You've shifted the agency's priorities primarily to pursuing Donald Trump's immigration enforcement agenda. According to ICE data, the Pedo Institute, which is a conservative think tank, found that 20% of all agents have been diverted from their work to assist ICE immigration enforcement. 20%. Part of this operation is the work of mass law enforcement who jump out of cars, snatch people off streets at churches, schools, and their jobs and hospitals. Have there been any FBI agents who investigate crimes against children that have been assigned to immigration enforcement, yes or no?
The premise of what you say is entirely false.
Have there been any FBI agents who investigate foreign domestic terrorism?
You don't get to say America is not safer under this leadership.
I am not saying
America is safer because of the work of the FBI.
You're making a presumption of premise.
4,700 children.
Sir,
we have seen 6,000 weapons and 23,000 violent felons have been arrested.
That FBI agents who investigate human trafficking have been reassigned to immigration enforcement. You are not denying that FBI agents who are on the task force that fight against Russian oligarchs have not been reassigned. Public Correction Squad reassigned. People who defend children reassigned. You're not denying that. I've seen you time and time again attack my colleagues' premises of questions as a way to not answer the question. So let me end with this. I believe you have made our country weaker and less safe. I believe that we are more vulnerable to a major event, and I pray to God it doesn't happen. You've gutted the Bureau of Institutional Knowledge and Expertise. You fired or pushed out seasoned FBI officials, many with more than 20 years of experience, and were working on cases that were critical. You've been purging thousands of serious law enforcement officials who spent their careers keeping us safe, only to lower hiring standards in order to find anyone to replace them. And shockingly, you admitted in this hearing to Senator Coons that it would take 14 years to fill the vacancies at your agency. Many are the result of your purge. 20% of FBI agents are doing low-level immigration enforcement instead of their mission-critical work. You've disbanded entire task forces that stop election interference, foreign influence, public corruption. And who benefits from this? Well, corrupt people benefit from it. Criminals benefit from it. Vladimir Putin benefits from it. And it really makes me wonder who you're looking out for. It makes me think we can't trust you as a nation. You swear to release the Epstein files, but now you're withholding the Epstein files. You claim that you have a suspect in a serious assassination. Whoops, then you don't have a suspect. You know nothing about plans to remove FBI agents, yet you're directly involved in those plans. In the words of an ex-FBI official, you are overseeing, and I quote, generational destruction of the nation's premier law enforcement agency. Mr. Patel, in just 8 months, you have assaulted the institutional integrity of the FBI. But I know FBI field agents. I've worked with them in Newark. No matter how truly bad you are, you can't undermine the legacy of agents who fight every day to keep us safe, but you can tarnish the integrity of the agency and undermine the agency's capacity. I believe you're failing as a leader, and that your failure does have serious implications for the safety and security of Americans and our families. We're more vulnerable to domestic and foreign attack because of your failures of leadership. I don't think you're fit to hand the Bureau, but here's the thing, Mr. Patel. I think you're not going to be around long. I think this might be your last oversight hearing. Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you. He will cut you loose. This may be the last time I have a hearing with you because I don't think you're long for your job. But I'm going to tell you this, I pray for you. I pray for you that you can step up and defend your oath, defend the Constitution, and do a much better job of defending this country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes, sir.
At this point?
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is my
I follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tears
my
this country
time
apart.
to
There
address
should be a
your
unifying-
falsehoods.
Oh,
You are an
you can try
embarrassment
all
to
you
the division
want
in this
to
country.
not
Senator,
take
it is
my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making a
time is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You
The
know how
people
far
of New
we've
Jersey
come
tell me
since
what my
Utah?
time is.
Senator-
You can't lecture me.
You can tell me
Sir,
my time's
you have-
over?
You may be in charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going
but
anywhere.
I am not afraid of you, sir.
Mr. Chairman,
Not afraid of you.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Senator Booker, I announced at the beginning of this meeting that this back and forth, talking over each other, doesn't work. And I said if that happened, I asked Patel not to respond, and I was going to give him some time after the senator's time was up to respond. And he has the privilege to do that uninterrupted.
Mr.
So
Chairman,
go-
one point of
Go
order.
ahead, Mr.
I've
Patel.
watched him talk over us, and you've never once criticized him for us not even being able to get our questions out.
Well,
He has been rude and disrespectful to senator after senator.
And when the senators were not giving him a chance to answer, I didn't stop the senator either. Go ahead, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the FBI, under my 7-month leadership, were failing this administration in this country, why do we have 23,000 violent felons arrested this year alone? A double increase from that time last year. Why is it that we have seized 6,000 weapons? Why have we found 1,500 child predators and arrested them? Why have we have 300 human traffickers in jail? Why have we found and identified 4,700 children? Why have we seized 1,600 kilograms of fentanyl, enough to kill a third of the American public, a 25% increase alone from last year? 88,000 kilograms of cocaine seized, 7,000 kilograms of meth seized, and that's just on our criminal operations in summer heat. How is it possible that we're taking 8 kilograms off the streets of the cities in New Jersey and preventing the deaths of 607,000 people this year alone, a failure of the FBI and my leadership? How is it that we have counterintelligence arrests already this year exceeding the numbers from the entirety of last year? 33% increase in PRC, 83% in Russia, 60% in the CI space as it relates to Iran, and we haven't even talked about CT, the southern border, the northern border.
That was a lot. I just watched that with y'all. I knew there was a lot of back and forth, but I didn't actually get to see it till just now. But I know I saw a headline. They said all hell broke loose when they came out there and whatnot. So that was what was going on with that. It's been a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, I left the info there too if anybody wanted to share thoughts while I'm on the live. There's a lot of y'all in here. It's appreciated. I'm Kyan Y7, and it is an open chat room. I see some people are taking advantage. That's good. Yeah, we are definitely divided people, but in a lot of ways, we want to see a lot of the same things happen, right? So that was a lot of back and forth with Kash Patel, director of FBI, and Senator Cory Booker. So that's what was going on with that. Yeah. Oh, what was the other thing? I showed you guys everything about the alleged suspect, the man that wanted everyone to think he was a suspect, was actually a pedo. Showed his mugshots and his charges that he had prior. The latest update with Tyler, was it Robinson? I'll probably just start saying their last names. How he, they showed the text exposing him not just having a roommate, but having a trans lover and all that. So, that's why I put in here that the LGBTQ is losing. So from what we've been seeing, they've been taking L's, a lot of L's left and right. How you live your life is how you live your life, but it's different when you're extremely violent about it. So we've been seeing a lot of violence coming out of that community. And that's from what I gather. Kirk was talking about, Charlie Kirk was talking about many other people too, So like I said, I'm not speaking for him. I'm just speaking for myself. It's not hate when you're speaking the truth. So let me show you something too. We take y'all somewhere. Can we see that? These are just some of the experiences. So it's not that I don't have understanding. A lot of people have been assaulted, and then they don't trust the opposite gender anymore, or they've been assaulted by the same gender. That makes them feel safer with that gender, even if they're being further abused. A lot of people get Stockholm syndrome. That's not just women or whatever. It's people that have had these strange experiences, things that should have never occurred with them. And then when you get older, they tend to act out. They tend to do what was done to them. Some people just get like that. So there's a lot of incidents that are rising. And I think this is going to bring more of it to the light to where people can talk about it, because there are victims in the alphabet community, but there also are so many that create victims. They create the violence that occurred to them. They portray it onto other people. That's what's been going on. Yeah, what I want to find, what they're trying to do is just make them victims, which is fine. Some of our victims, but what I want to do is show y'all some of the other stats, but I should have it up already. I'm not going to show it y'all. Stats. Yeah, so it's tough. They're going to say they're criminal victimization, but no, it's there's other things going on. Yeah. Hold on. That's more of a hate crime. We'll go back to that another time because I don't want to be taking too long because I ain't even finding what I'm looking for. Yeah. So basically that was part of the thing on that, and things going on with the LGBTQ community, because a lot of people say, well, they have pride, stick up for them, they're underrepresented and things like that. It's like, okay, but you guys are not really talking about the main issue. A lot of times the issue relies in them. It's not us, it's not everybody else, it's within themselves. There's a demon running loose. Y'all can act like y'all don't see it. I'm not doing it.
Diagram is a graphical representation.
Oh, by the way, so this is about moving on to the other part for astronomy. There's I've been talking about sunspots and sun flares. They have been affecting our communication, and they will continue to do so until everyone wakes up and stops what they're doing and pay more attention to outer space and our effects on each other. There is a butterfly-shaped spot on the sun. There are other spots too, but this is the largest one. And they're saying it's because of the cooling of that area of the sun
That tracks the movement and changes of sunspots on the sun's surface over time. The diagram is called a butterfly diagram because the pattern of sunspot emergence and movement resembles the shape of a butterfly's wings. In a butterfly diagram, the horizontal axis represents time, usually spanning several years, while the vertical axis represents the latitude of the sunspot group on the sun. Sunspots tend to appear closer to the sun's equator and then move towards higher latitudes over time. This movement is known as the butterfly pattern. Each sunspot group is represented by a dot or symbol on the diagram, indicating its position and size. By analyzing the butterfly diagram, scientists can study the solar cycle, which is the periodic variation in the number of sunspots and solar activity over an approximately 11-year cycle. The butterfly diagram is a valuable tool for understanding the behavior of the sun and predicting solar activity, which can impact space weather and a butterfly diagram is a graphical representation that tracks the movement and changes of sunspots.
All right. So sometimes I gotta squeeze in some astronomy while I got y'all attention. You'll thank me one day if you ain't already in tune. There's things going on around us while we're distracted by many other things. So I'm gonna remind you guys that abnormal things are going on. The sun has been throwing fireballs towards Earth here and there. You can look it up. Look up sun flares. Livescience.com, NASA.com, space.com. All these great websites you need to be utilizing. Please do. So again, this was a live stream about the butterfly spot on the sun and how these sunspots are cooler areas. But I think it's kind of cool that we can see that. And it's cool that, who is that? Me Clark's, Clara Clark's just subscribe, excuse me. Leah Lipina. All right, let's go with the first name. Leah. Thank you, Leah. Thanks for subscribing. that's going on with the sun, and it's going to affect our communications more. So just be ready for that. The higher the frequency of our devices, the more the sun has been disrupting it. So it's just some interesting stuff going on, y'all, to pay attention to. And I do talk about that here on my channel too. I break it right on down. Any questions, ask. I'm still learning some things too, but I've been an amateur astronomer for some years now, so by affiliation. So I appreciate y'all. Let me show one more thing. This is other stats, understanding intimate partner violence in the LGBTQ plus community. They're very quiet about this. I haven't. It's been like 4 years ago where I mentioned that a lot of lesbian relationships particularly have the highest violence. I know people like to say men are doing it to women, and no, women are doing it to other women. Just like the invisibleness where women don't really get along that well with a lot of other women. It just is what it is. So maybe, just maybe, that plays into your relationship. It's just a guess. Partner abuse, dating abuse, things like that. There's a huge prevalence of it. I just want to read some quick stats here. Women are significantly more likely than straight women to ever have experienced this. Reported 61% of bisexual women, 44% of lesbian, compared to 35% of straight women. Heterosexual women experience much less violence than any other woman. So I asked, where's the pride in that? Where's the pride at? So excuse me, I usually say lesbos. Y'all all the same to me. I have my own views too on LGBTQ. I've been studying the brain when I was at a younger age, but I have reasons to back this up too. I don't believe in bisexuality. I don't believe that humans are built to be equally mutually attracted to all kind of genders. I believe that we are put here, regardless of which one you like one or the other. There isn't a such thing as, oh, I just can't make up my mind. It depends on what day of the week it is. You know, I might want some eggplant. Sometimes I want some peach. Sometimes, no, we just being greedy bastards. That's what it is. You're greedy. And I'm not calling you out your name. I say bastard. I'm just getting a little loose on my lips. I don't mean no harm with that. You're greedy. People love to sin. If you already sinning, why not add more and more and more? Y'all could be healed from this though. I don't talk about stuff that we can't resolve. You can be healed from this, but you got to want it and you have to be honest. We taught to lie and hide stuff. Get out of here. So among men, a third of bisexual men, 37.3%, versus a little over a quarter of heterosexual men have experienced this in their lifetime. IPV, partner violence. Gay men were slightly less than heterosexual men to experience this, reported by 26%. Transgender IPV rates even higher. Okay. Now they're downplaying saying that heterosexual men experience, oh no, they did say it right. Yeah, gay men they said gay men were slightly less than than heterosexual men to experience this. That's not true. There's a lot of gay men violence. Hetero man, then that means his woman is violent towards him more than a gay and a gay. We have to go by control groups too. I like to know how many people are they basing this percentage on, because they can just throw stats around like crazy, and that's why we get confused. So when you look it up, look up the website, so it's a credible website, and be specific on dates as much as you can, and be specific on what population are we looking at? All of the United States or this, that, because then they try to play games with what's really going on statistically with which group. So I did have to say that. But as you can see, they're more at risk. They're the ones doing a lot of this. So a lot of it is coming out now. And this whole time I thought y'all could see what I was showing. Damn. So it's right here, y'all. This is what I was reading from. LGBTQ plus people. For many, it begins in youth and young youth adulthood. Here are the stats for bisexual women, lesbian, straight. All right. And again, IPV is intimate partner violence. So there's a lot of violence going on domestically with them. And then sometimes it spills out into everyone else's world. And then you see it on full display. But they don't bring up LGBTQ. Don't bring that up. Just say this person is a woman. They're a woman now. Don't bring that up. Just no, bring up the whole entire truth. What are you talking about? Actually, what are you not talking about? Because you're hiding it. Trying to keep hiding truth from people. Does it mean they're all violent? No, I never ever said that any of all group is anything. But you damn sure are rocking off like a rocket with the statistical numbers of violence. It's increasing and increasing. And that's what we saw played out at Utah University. If in fact he gets convicted, if in fact this is the one that did it, which we all think it is, right? It explains a lot. And it backs what the man was saying as well, from what I gather. The man that lost his life, right? Charlie Kirk. So that's what I just had to do for today. I want to just hop on because the news was new. That old Utah Distractor is actually a pedo. I played the video on that. I showed his mugshots and his priors. Also showed the butterfly sunspot that's on the sun. And I'll have more astronomy talk to come up too, and how it's affecting us. And we'll probably have more information on the 3-eye atlas that's coming into our solar system. It looks like a large piece of poop in a way. Some people feel it's a mothership with aliens on it. Some people feel it's just space object, and somehow it's defying science to even enter our solar system. So that's what's coming up. And death penalty is definitely on the table, which I figured it was too, because I remember whoever was here from my live stream that I did when Charlie Kirk was suspect was caught, was found, captured. I mentioned, I put a question in the chat and like got almost 5,000 votes on it. Most of y'all did say you want the death penalty, or that you do believe in the death penalty. And less people said that they don't. Yeah, so that's what we got going on with that. What was the thing about the death penalty? Oh, and text messages. So yeah, LGBTQ, y'all losing. Y'all been losing lately. Y'all better get it together. Get some counsel or something. It just seemed like I just take an L, so I just had to throw it out there. Like, yeah, so stop hiding stuff. Let's be honest, be open, have a conversation. That's all. All right. I appreciate everyone that came out. I guess y'all did y'all best with the likes, which is just really strange, but that's on y'all. Whatever energy y'all put in, you're going to get it right back. Yes, including my channel. If you're sitting here, you're taking up space and you vibing and you feeling my energy, and some of yours is coming into my stream, you're going to get what you put out, just like anything else in the universe. I'm becoming more and more of one with the universe. What you give out is what you're going to get back. You come through, if you absorb my ish, but you don't do nothing to support, you're going to get that ish right back. Not just from my mouth, because it's a spiritual thing going on. It's energetic. Just like the sun and that sunspot. These are all about frequencies. If you exist, you're included. Yeah, you can hide, be lying, do all you want to do. You're going to get what you put out. Just like the person on the screen. Just like these people that's out here doing the dang on thing. We shall not be prosecuted to death because of your views on things, especially if it's not to hurt anybody. If you're hurt by someone's words and the truth, then you have a lot to work on. Going around killing people and doing stuff like that, that's not going to solve anything. There's so many people that have the same ideologies as the people you've taken away. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and so many other people. You can never stop the movement. You stop that one individual's movement, but you'll never stop a movement. No righteous movement will ever be stopped, no matter what you do. All you doing is bringing more attention so that we can have bigger and better conversations. How about that? You get what you put out. I'm Kai Y7. I appreciate y'all for coming out. Hopefully you gained something, and I'm feeling the conversation. I'm feeling the energy from y'all. All right, JD. I'm over here trying to peace out. You said, let me subscribe real quick. You said, let me hit the subscribe button real quick for a sister girl from New York, girl. Thank you, JD. Thanks for everybody that subscribed too. I've got a bunch of subscribers, so good. This is what I've been you know, you be waiting for this. I don't sit and wait. I be trying. And then you don't want to try too hard either, because then I be seeing people do that and I be having a lot to say. So I'm like, I can't become the content creator I see other people doing. I don't like it. So if you do things the right way, it'll come. We just don't know when sometimes, but you know it's coming. So I appreciate it. It was good energy in here. Yeah. So that's that. And I love rainbows too. I don't like the fact that people just take over the rainbow. And then I remember I was rocking rainbows. I'll rock a rainbow if I feel like still feel like I have the right to, but I stopped because I was approached by people of the LGBT community. I say people, but it was like isolated events. And because I had rainbow, they thought that I was like, you know, I don't know, y'all. And then the person I was with at the time, hanging out with, is gay. And they the ones that had to tell me, she coming at you because of your earrings. And I'm like, what you mean? He like, rainbow. He's like, nah, she ain't with that. And I was just like, what is going on here? So it's like they kind of ruined my rainbow joy. And I don't like it. But you know, symbolism is something else. I'm big on symbolism too. My intros and outros, I usually have like the symbolism. If you really pay attention, I've been doing that over the last few years too. I like numbers too. If I have any numerologists that come through, let me know, because sometimes I have patterns of seeing numbers, and maybe some of y'all do too. 1111 is coming around a lot. I bet somebody in the chat, it's got to be a few of y'all that probably have 1111. You got something going on with the ones, right? So we got some good things coming for us. Don't be surprised that when you keep looking at a clock, you just happen to feel something when you see certain numbers and they keep showing up. It's showing up and showing out for you. So I'll help you tap into that too. So hope to see y'all back on my channel. We can do some things that you help manifest things in your life. It's not going to be like other channels, so it's different. I listen to some good advice and information from other places, but they're far and few and in between. So I have to go by a little bit of that, and then I have to go by what I feel on the inside that's been pouring out of me when I know it's for other people too, not just for myself. So that's what I try to bring y'all on here. Sometimes you might be like, why is she bringing this up? This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Or who cares about the sun as much? And it's a purpose, it's a reason. And if you don't get it now, I hope you get it later. All right. So that's fine. And I like open-minded people. You might not agree with nothing I'm saying. It's just try to keep it respectful. That's all. But I don't like channels where you feel you can't say nothing. As soon as you say something, somebody got to come. So I hardly have moderators. So I don't have that, you know, so you have an open way, but eventually I will probably need some more help with my channel with some people too that are dedicated and good minded people, because I like to have freedom of speech. So that's included here. Yeah, you just got to be able to communicate. And that's what that's what I've been bringing out of myself somehow. So my next thing is helping bring it out of y'all. And if we can just make connections, because I know we could solve some problems together and kind of grow on things together, you know. So yeah. Somebody said bald doofus. Somebody. That's my word, bald. When they described the guy above on the news, I was like, why they had to say old and bald? Y'all gonna get me started. I always be like bald. I don't know. I just gotta be silly sometimes because stuff is so serious, right? So we gotta be silly sometimes. Sometimes I be on here and I just be want to do my thing. I just want to be a little silly. It helps my sanity. But all right, I appreciate y'all coming through. Still over 100 y'all here. This was pretty decent. Okay, a couple of y'all hit the like button again. I will see you in your dreams tonight. Everyone that didn't hit the like button, because I'm going to be talking ish to you. And everybody that did, I'll be in your dreams too, but I'm going to be giving y'all the big thumbs up back. Now, how about that? Y'all better hope I don't haunt y'all, because I do know how to haunt. No, I use my powers for good. That's what you're supposed to do. Right? Unless I have to. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming through. Every time I say thanks for coming through by, more people seem to be in here. That's interesting. So that wraps it up. I talk about different things, some things to do with sexuality, spirituality, things to do with the community, and also astronomy. So thanks for coming through, and I appreciate y'all. This is Kai NY7. Thanks all the new people. Y'all some 00 agents for me. You get the lucky 7. You will be lucky, lucky, lucky. I don't believe in bad luck. You come through my channel, I bet you be lucky. I bet you. All right. Anything other, probably could help you get there. You're gonna be lucky. All right, y'all. Thanks. Y'all take care. Be safe. Just be aware of signs, symbols, not fear mongering. Just be safe and be you. Thanks. This is Kyan Y 00. Excuse me. Handle is 007. But I'm Kyan Y7 now on YouTube.com. Thanks, y'all. Take care. Peace.
Al Green. Okay. I'm so in love with you. Oh, whatever you want to do. Shut the fuck up! Hey! What, Tony? It's all right with me. Cause you.
No, thank you. Do you need to leave?